on this computer. All right, is my screen? Can everyone see my screen?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, let's do a sound check before we start. Happy morning, everyone.
Happy morning.
Happy morning.
Happy morning.
Come on,
Oh, I
come
love the
on,
sound check.
come on. Let's get some more energy. Happy morning, everyone.
Happy
Happy
morning.
morning.
Good morning.
Welcome, fellow Toastmasters, communicators, and guests. Today we are doing our first hybrid meeting in Ramadan, and it's the first meeting after the Chinese New Year as well, right?
Yep.
Before we start the meeting, I'm going to read the house rules. The first one is, of course, be present. Arrive early, as all of you did. And please rename yourself with the roles, like myself, ballot counter, Kaffa, for TM, name, and then club. And for guest, G/name. And thirdly, we would appreciate if you support the meeting by mute your microphone, turn on your camera, and share a supportive message in chat. And the fourth, keep it safe and kind. Avoid topics like politics, religion, or anything not aligned with Toastmaster International guidelines. And most importantly, have fun. Because we learn best when we are enjoying ourselves. So without further, oh yeah. And okay, why is it not showing this one? For the SIA team today, the Zoom master is TM Sonny, and the welcoming ambassador is TM Leony. And without further ado, I'm going to pass the control to our Madam President, TM Leony.
All right. Happy morning, everyone.
Happy morning.
Happy morning.
Morning.
Okay. Now, before we start, I just want to introduce briefly about our club. We are SCBD Toastmasters Club, supportive, connected, brave, and developing together since 2005. Next, please. We are part of Toastmasters International, a non-profit organization that has been established since 1924, focuses on communication and leadership skills, with 270,000 plus members across 150 countries. Next, please. And as part of Toastmasters Internationals, we have values and club mission. And I would like all of you to unmute yourself. And if I say our value is, our values are, you will read out our values. And if I say our club mission is, you will also read out the club mission, okay? So please unmute yourself, everyone. Our values are...
Our values are
Tax service excellence.
integrity, respect, service, and excellence.
All right. Now our club mission is...
Provide a supportive,
Provide
positive
supportive
learning
and positive learning experience in which
our
members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in
greater self-confidence
and personal growth.
All right. Thank you so much. Now you know our club values and our club mission as well. Okay, now let's move on to the next slide. Why should you join Toastmasters? First, you can build your confidence by consistently delivering speeches and taking roles in our weekly club meetings. The second one, you can learn to turn ideas into actions by working on real practical projects in the Toastmasters Pathways model. So Pathways module is just like a curriculum. And the third one, you can improve your life quality by practicing communication skills like active listening skills, and giving evaluation in Toastmasters. So at the end, your competence only goes as far as your ability to communicate it. So join Toastmasters. Now, bonus point, as a, wait, I think there's, wait, let's see. So bonus point, if you join Toastmasters, you could also have this networking to all growth-minded people. Just like today, we have a supporting neighbors from many Toastmasters club around the world. We have Jin Joo-hae, club president of GoGetters Toastmasters Club, South Korea. We have Renalia Puspita, the vice president of membership from Eagle Toastmasters Club, Surabaya, Stefhanie from Jakarta Toastmasters Club, Rum Mondang Tampu Bolon from Metropolitan Toastmasters Club, and also Lo Yuan Bin from Money Mastery Toastmasters Club, Singapore. So this is what you can get as a Toastmasters. You can have friends all over the world. Thank you so much for our visiting and supporting Toastmasters. Please give a reaction and emojis, love and heart for them. And now, with the power vested in me, I would like to officially open this meeting by saying happy morning.
Happy morning.
Happy morning.
Happy morning.
All right, now I would like to hand the control to our Toastmasters of the meeting for today. Toastmaster Jin Joo-hae. Toastmaster Jin Joo-hae, the screen is yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster Leony. My name is Joo-hae, and I am the Toastmaster of the day. Since this is actually my first time my first time in 6 months taking on this role, even in my own home club, so bear with me, and plus with the added difference in the agenda. And I am from Go-Getters Toastmasters Club in South Korea, and today we are having this meeting, and the theme of today is wisdoms across cultures. And to introduce the word of the day is fusion. Now, fusion is a word that you could use in conjunction with the theme meeting and also the question of the day, which is, what is one impactful wisdom that you learned from another culture? And to answer this question of the day, I would like to call on someone. And since today is Saturday, I believe, in Indonesia as well, I would like to call on someone whose name starts with S. And I believe there are two people, Sonny, and there was one more. Oh, Sheila, and I think there's another one. Oh no, there's a lot of people with S's. So I'm just gonna choose Sonny. Would you like to answer the theme question?
Yes, I would love to. Yes, I would love to answer the question of the day. So yeah, I came from a part of Indonesia which called Javanese, which was famous of its soft-spoken, polite, and friendly. One day, I lived in one of my family relatives, which come from another part of Indonesia, Batak. And in Batak, people, they tend to have a loud voice, to the point, straight to the point. And sometimes when they just do the regular talking, they sounds like blaming each other. At first, I was scared, like, oh my God, it's just how the Batak people speaking, because like when they speaking like, hey kamu gitu-gitu ya, hey you are like this, hey jangan kayak gitu, hey kamu lah jangan gitu lah. That's shocking at first at me, because I grew up in the environment that supports a soft-spoken and politeness, but I realized that behind these differences, I learned that people from Batak tends to have a honest and straight to the point, in which some area people in my own culture tend to hide behind the politeness. So here I learned that two different ways of speaking in two different cultures will have their own wisdoms, and as a person we can combine them into a fusion, take the positive things from both sides, and yeah, that's what I learned.
Thank you very much, Sonny. I'm sure that all of us, most of us, can relate to that. And now I would like to continue with the introduction of our agenda today. We have 4 speeches prepared, and obviously 4 evaluation sessions. And also we have a table topic session, and where 5 or 6 of us will answer to each table topic. And now I would like to call on our grammarian tonight, Toastmaster Rena, to introduce the word of the day.
Thank you, our Tom, Toastmaster Juhye. So happy morning, everyone. This morning I will be your grammarian, and it is my duty to introduce our word of the day, which is fusion. Our word of the day is a fusion. Fusions is a noun, and it means an occasion when 2 or more things join or are combined. And the example of using fusion in your sentence is the sisters may have different styles and the brand is a fusion of both. Indonesian fusion cuisine is emerging. So I encourage all of you guys to use fusion in your speech this morning. Back to you, Toastmaster Juhye.
Thank you, Rena, for your introduction. And now I'd like to call on Stefhanie, Toastmaster Stefhanie, to introduce the timing signals.
Thank you, Toastmaster Juye. Okay, happy morning, everyone. I'm Stefhanie, and I'll give you time signal by changing the color of my background according to the agenda today. And from the regular prepared speech, will be 5 to 7 minutes. At 5 minutes, I'll be changing my background to green like this, and then 6 minutes yellow, and for 7 minutes red. And then for the table topic sessions will be 1 minute to 2 minutes. And for 1 minute, I will show you the green background like this, and 1 minute and 3 seconds yellow, and 2 minutes red like this. And for evaluation session, the timing is 2 to 3 minutes, and 2 minutes for green backgrounds, and 2 minutes and 30 seconds yellow, and then 3 minutes red. Okay. That's all for me. Thank you. Back to Toastmaster Joy.
Thank you, Toastmaster Stefhanie. And now we are going to go into the prepared speech session. And for the first speaker, we have Toastmaster Dedeh introducing the first speech presenter.
Happy morning. For our first speaker, Toastmaster Sheila will share with us the icebreaker, which is this is the first project that Toastmaster Sheila will share with us. And the purpose of this project actually to introduce themselves to the club and learn the basic of the structure of a public speech with the title Welcome to the work jungle. Welcome to the work jungle. Toastmaster Sheila. Toastmaster Sheila, are you ready? Hello, Toastmaster Sheila.
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, so this screen is for you.
Okay. Thanks for the session. I know this is Saturday and some of you may fasting, so I will start this session easy and let me have my icebreaker session to you. And okay, do you remember the excitement and the nerves of starting a new job? I do. And let me take you back to when I began my current role in sales at an FMCG company. From working in Jakarta Toll's office towers to suddenly I was in a traditional market outside of Java. I would call it starting from scratch, distributing goods. It was tough, but worth every challenge. Now imagine this. You're a fresh graduate with little knowledge of the industry, and suddenly you are placed far from your home in a new culture and asked to lead a distributor business you barely understand. What would you do? My assignment, I was placed in Bali. Paradise for many, but actually, it was a hell yeah challenge for me. Why would it become a hell yeah challenge? Because I was placed far away from Denpasar, the big city, and I was alone. And as a Muslim, finding food and place to pray was a totally a new game every day. It's difficult. I remember I could pray wherever I could and wherever, like behind stores, money changers, even in Alfamart and Indomart staff rooms. Sometimes I relied on Google drivers as well to check if I'm ordered the halal foods. And on top of that, talking about the business, I had only 4 months to learn the entire business from factory to the end customers. That means I need to working with distributor owners, salesmen, truck drivers, even, and more. They are all come from different cultures and backgrounds. It was a total fusion of people. Communication was a key, adaptation was survival. And did I make mistakes? Yeah, of course. At the time, I'm dwelling with all of the bad feelings, and I often ask myself, can I survive this? Or am I really that bad? Back in Jakarta, I never imagined I would spending half of my day on the road, delivering goods under the hot sun and heavy rain. I thought sales work would be easy. I was wrong. But here's the thing. Every mistakes become a lesson, and experience is the best teacher. And slowly I realized it was just not about delivering goods to the end of customers or selling things. It's about building trust, and the most important thing is I'm learning of building my own resilience. And thankfully, not so long after, I'm not completely alone. There was another trainee that is placed near of my area for a short time. I learned everything I could from him when he was still around, and of course from everyone around me. The distributor owners, managers, salesmen, merchandisers, and yeah, the delivery truck drivers even. From Balinese, Javanese, Nusa Tenggara people, all of them taught me something. And then I realized something powerful. Every product that you see available on the shelf actually passes through countless of hands. Each person's along the way faces hurdles, but yet they keep moving. If there is one point I could remember, I learned from them that they are always being grateful for everything they got on that day, and they using the same energy to wake up the next day and the next day and next day. And that inspired me to keep moving too. Along the way, I shared meals, joined weddings with them, and built friendships. At first, I came alone, but left with a new family. And you know what? That's the beauty of a challenge. They don't just taste you, they didn't just test you, they transform you. And in the end, gratefully, I succeeded with a smile on my lips and on my heart. That journey humbled me and taught me this. No matter how hard it is, you need to keep going. Everything seems impossible until it's done. So, if you're facing your own hurdles right now, remember my story. Remember that every step, no matter how small, moves you forward. And that's my story. I hope it energized anyone facing their own challenges today. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sheila. Sheila, do we have a 1 minute of silence for the evaluation after each speech?
No, we don't have.
Okay. Since we are quite behind time, I am going to skip the summary, but it was a really nice icebreaker speech. Thank you, Sheila. And now I will call on the Toastmaster, Leony, for our second speech to introduce our Toastmaster Tegar.
All right, thank you, Tom. And yeah, today I'm so happy because I have the opportunity to be the evaluator for Toastmasters Tegar's very first speech in our club. And Toastmaster Tegar is going to deliver an icebreaker speech with the purpose of introducing himself to the club and learn about the basic structure of public speaking. So without further ado, let us all welcome Toastmaster Muhammad Tegar Pradana, professional troublemaker. Professional troublemaker, Toastmaster Muhammad Tegar Pradana.
All right. Thank you, Toastmaster Leony. Happy morning, Toastmaster, fellow members, and yes, if you met me 5 or 7 years ago, you probably wouldn't listen and watch me speaking in front of you guys. You might say, why is this guy speaking in this club? Why is this troublemaker guy doing? Like, this troublemaker would make this club disorganized. My name is Muhammad Tegar Farana. I just turned 21 years old. Let me take you back to my junior high school, a place where young people explore who they are. I was not a good student, never took studying seriously, or I couldn't even speak and understand English like this. My friends and I were always getting in trouble, breaking rules, broke classroom class when we were playing football, getting sent to counseling, and much more. After school, instead of going straight home like a normal kid, I preferred to do crazy things with my friends. Oh yeah, just for your information, our friendship was not like a gangster. No, our friendship was a beautiful fusion of humor and deep conversation. When weekends or school holidays, we didn't like being at home. So we usually hang out, enjoy the night, share stories together. Sometimes I often sleep in their home. I never tell my mom. No, I never. She's worried about me. She's they wanted they wanted to know where I am. They texted me, called me, begging to know where I was. Did I answer? No. Until one night, she she lost her patience. My mom slammed my phone to the ground right in front of me, and she said, "What is wrong with you? What kind of man you are? Am I still your parents?" Like I didn't answer any word. I went to my room. I cried, wondering why she did that. But in the morning, next morning after that problem, my mom still made me breakfast. I was speechless because last night she was really angry like a tiger. And and now she looks like an angel. I always called it classic mom. Everything started to change when I entered senior high school. More precisely, when I was 11th grade, I did my internship at the hotel. At work, I met many experienced and successful people. They guided me and kept me on the right path. I learned with them, learned anything. During my internship, I stayed disciplined, followed rules, then they appreciate of my job. After finishing my internship for 6 months, they offered me a job as a part-time. Then I took it. So I went to school in the morning until 12 p.m., then got home at 1 p.m. and left for work for 2 p.m. and finished around 11 or even midnight. I had been doing that for 9 months. Maybe you can imagine how exhausted I was. But the first thing that you have to know, guys, that I never ever regret any decision I have made because I'm a man. As a man, we must choose our path with courage. And a real man decides, commits, and protects the people he cares about. Today, I'm not perfect. I still make mistakes. Sometimes I overthink. Sometimes I talk too much. But I'm more aware, more responsible, and more willing to learn. I try to communicate better. I try to listen more. I may not have changed overnight, but at least now I'm changing intentionally. That's exactly why I joined Toastmasters. Because in the past, my voice was loud but useless. Now, I want my voice to have direction. I'd like to share you guys a moment when I first attended the offline meetup. I was like, why am I here? What am I supposed to do? These people are really smart, and I'm just me, a guy who wants to learn, gain experiences, and maybe, just maybe, can speak confidence like they do. I was so nervous, but honestly, everyone in this club are super supportive. They literally cares if you are confused or stuck. They're literally humble. So I totally love this club's energy. And I love all of you guys. Back to you, Tom.
Thank you, Toastmaster Tegar. I'm sure this is not just your story. This is just a story that actually most of us, all of us, have actually experienced at some point in our lives, in each and every one of our lives as well. Thank you for that. And I would like to call on Toastmaster Taufik
Taufik, yes.
sorry,
No worries.
to present, to introduce the third speaker today, Toastmaster Faisal.
Okay. This morning, thank you so much, Madam Tom. This morning, I'll be evaluating Toastmaster Faisal. He will deliver a speech to complete Level 1, Project 3, Introductions to Vocal Variety. And the purpose of this speech is for Toastmaster Faisal to incorporate some vocal variety and body language in his speech. And without further ado, let us welcome Toastmaster Faisal. Straight talker versus soft talker. Straight talker versus soft talker. Toastmaster Faisal. Time is yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster Taufik. Happy morning, fellow Toastmaster. And guess, has anyone here feel hurt when someone was completely honest with you without sugarcoating their words? Anyone? I had an experience when I was being offended by someone, just to realize that they are being honest. It was when I learned about Dutch culture. I realized that they are not being rude, but they are Dutch. So I was in group of 3 people where the leader is a Dutch person and also the other member was a Chinese. So it was basically a fusion from 3 people from different nation. I saw my group slide deck that I've worked really hard. And I asked them, what do you guys think about my work? My Chinese friend said, it's nice, but I think you need some improvement. Meanwhile, my group leader said, I don't like it. It's not enough. Ouch, that hurts. I froze and I'm running out of word and just smiling. In our culture, Asian culture, we were taught to be polite on almost everything. We soften our words and we are being indirect. But this guy, straight to the point, without filter, and I thought, wow, this guy helps me. Just to realize, just because my work feels like a part of me. And for a moment, I thought he had me. The most unexpected part is he spent 30 minutes helping me to improve my work. Now, let's talk about something different. It's a dinner time. In Indonesia, when someone in your house until dinner time, we feel morally obligated to invite them. Hi, come join us. Let's have a dinner. Even if it's only an Indomie or maybe just a slice of bread. We usually offer the guest. In Dutch culture, especially in traditional family, it can be totally different. If you visit someone's house and it's already dinner time, no kidding, they might say, I'm going to have dinner. We could finish it now and you could go home. That's it. No offering food or any politeness. Nope. Do you want to join with us? But I feel like, are you kicking me out, bro? And again, it is not because they don't like you. It's because it's their culture. So dinner is a private time. It's a family time. They respect your time and they think that you already have dinner waiting in your home. In Indonesia, we show respect by offering them food. Even when we don't want to share, or maybe just basa-basi. And which one is correct? Nothing is wrong. Both are correct. Different culture, different values, and also different perspective. We avoid hurting feelings. Meanwhile, they avoid wasting times. This is the lesson that I learned. That understanding other culture change how you interpret people intentions. What is rude might actually be respect. And what is polite might be actually unclear. So next time, when someone is very direct to you, maybe they are not being rude, but they are just being honest. And if someone doesn't invite you dinner when you were in their house, don't take it personally. Maybe they are Dutch. So back to you, Toastmaster of the meeting.
Thank you, Toastmaster Faisal. I am sure that for those of us who have been overseas or have lived overseas or have visited some other family that who comes from a different culture, a foreign culture, I'm sure that we have felt a similar culture shock, I guess. I can totally agree with that, Toastmaster Faisal, with what you've experienced with your the Dutch culture. And now for the last speech, I would like to call on Toastmaster Sonny to introduce Toastmaster Al's presentation.
Thank you, Madam Tom. Happy morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Today it's an honor for me to be the evaluator for one of our members, Toastmaster Ah-WoD. Today, he will deliver the project on Level 3 elective project, Understanding Vocal Variety. In this project, he will learn to practice using vocal variety to enhance his speech. Without further ado, please welcome Toastmaster Ah-WoD. It makes me human. It makes me human, Toastmaster Ah-WoD.
For those of you who have been brokenhearted before, please spam the chat box with emoji right now. Spam it with any kind of emoji. Okay, I've seen some of you. Now, for those of you who have been brokenhearted, I'm pretty sure most of you would agree that having a good friend is the number one thing that we need, right? When we're going through those dark moments. But you know what? Actually, there's one thing better than a friend. Can you guess? Yes, it's a bunch of broken-hearted friends. It doesn't mean that I'm happy that they are also going through the same thing, but it feels great to have someone that also feels the same way. And God bless me with that. And there were just a few of us, I don't know why, but this circle, we've been hanging out together ever since I was in grade school. And now we are going to the same broken-hearted moment. But what makes the difference is I am the newest kid on the block. Yes, I'm the one that got the recent broke up. And as the newest kid on the block, I act the opposite. I act like someone that have been going through this many times a long time ago. So I act really tough. I remember the first time when we hung up after I broke up. One of my friends, Ray, asked me, "Hey, bro, how's it going?" And I was answering, "Man, really? I'm already over her. Come on, let's not talk about it. It's her loss." Well, deep down, after I go home, I cried in the shower. No, I'm just kidding. I didn't. I didn't cry at the shower, but I did cry, but not in the shower. Well, not only that I act tough, but I also started to shaming my friend. I started to make fun of them every time they started to open up. Like when Ray told me, man, last night I called my ex. I miss her, man. And then I answered, dude, really? You are going to fall into the same pit again? It's time to forget her, bro. Come on. Or when Bunny, one of my other friends, told me, I wanted to be honest. Last night I stalked my ex social media and now I miss her so much. And then it's been 4 years since you guys broke up. And you still miss her? She's about to get married. Are you out of your mind? Come on, dude. And those things keep going on and on and on. And then one day, we're about to play tennis. Ray, one of my friends, suddenly come to me and he said, I felt so stupid. I was so dumb. I called her again last night. I couldn't bear the fact that I missed her. I just want to hear her voice. And then I was stunned. I felt guilty. I mean, how can my best friend feel guilty by cursing himself just because he's trying to be honest? He's trying to be vulnerable. That's it. And then I started to think about it more and more and more. Then I realized it was me, the root of the problem. I'm the one who started to act tough by denying, lying of what I truly feel. So there's a moment where I felt guilty, where I felt terrible. Then I started to journaling and then to read books and even articles. Then I learned that being vulnerable is okay. It doesn't make me look weak. In fact, if I keep lying and denying, it just shows that I'm weak because I can't accept the reality. So ever since that day, I started to open up myself and embrace my emotion. And then it spreads. Now, ever since every time we started to open up, we don't make fun of each other. We don't shame on each other. Like once again, Ray called her ex. I don't know why. She told me, I called her again last night. I was only, you know what, dude? Me too. I did that. And then we just laughed and ha 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 ha. And now, every time we started to open up, we just laugh it because that's the truth. It is what it is. And we already accept it. So now, once again, our broken heart circle has turned into a safe space for all of us. We are not afraid to be judged. We are free to show our true feelings. Fellow Toastmaster and guests, from this experience, there's one thing that I learned. The truth is, nobody is truly invulnerable. Being vulnerable doesn't mean weakness. It's what makes us human. Back to you, Toastmaster of the meeting.
Thank you, Toastmaster Al. I am glad that you have some really good friends around you who are able to give honest advice. And you seem younger than me, so I'm just going to say something. You missed 48 months of ch worth of chance to meet another girl. So now it is your chance to move on to another better girl. Okay. And now I would like to call on our timer, Toastmaster Stefhanie, to report on the timings.
Okay, thank you, Madam Tom. For our prepared speech, Toastmaster Sheila spoke for 5 minutes and 30 seconds, and for Toastmaster Tegar, 6 minutes, and for Toastmaster Faisal, 6 minutes and 14, and Toastmaster Ah-WoD, 7 minutes and 4 seconds. And congrats, guys, all of you are eligible for voting. It's for me. Thanks. Back to Madam Tom.
Thank you, Toastmaster Stefhanie. And I believe it's time to cast our votes for the best speaker of the day. Toastmaster Kaffa, if you could. Okay, so
You are still muted,
You're
Kaffa.
still muted, Toastmaster Kaffa.
Oh my God. Can you see my screen?
Yes, we can.
Yes.
Okay. Please scan the QR code like you would scan Chris with enthusiasm, of course. And the voting link is in the chat. Should I count down from 30? Okay, has everyone done their vote? Has everyone used their voting rights? Okay. Since the reaction is yes, I'm going to give back the control to Tom.
thank you, Toastmaster Kaffa. And since we are just on time, I'm going to move straight into the table topic session, and I'm going to call on Toastmaster Yuan to introduce his role for the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the meeting, Juhei. Very good morning to everybody. So my name is Yuan and I'm from Singapore. So being in Asia Pacific, I'm sure many of us here in Indonesia and South Korea knows what Singapore is. It's one of the unique things about Singapore is that we are a multicultural society. So in Singapore, we have three main races, being Chinese, the Malay race, and the Indian race. So it's a bit similar to Indonesia, where there's also Indonesians, native Indonesians, and Chinese. So one of the very great things about Singapore is essentially being a multicultural society. We get to learn different cultures. We have a variety of food to taste every day, and we also have opportunities to learn about each other culture. So being the month of Ramadan, I'm a bit more sensitive to inviting my Malay friends out for lunch or dinner because they want to spend most of the time at home and just to prepare to bake fast in the evening. And this is one of the things that I've learned in Singapore. And one of the things I've learned about different cultures is in the Muslim world, where in Ramadan, where you fast, that's really a discipline, And fasting itself is not just a symbolic gesture to remember the people who are unfortunate, but also it has health benefits too, in terms of like really basically having more health benefits. And so my role today as a table topic master is that we'll be having 5 to 6 topics where each and every one, any volunteers in today's meeting can have the opportunity to speak on the topic about cultural wisdom for 1 to 2 minutes. And the timing sequence is as follows. So at the 1 minute mark, the green light will be shown. At the 1.5 minute mark, the yellow light will be shown. And finally, at the 2 minute mark, the red light will be shown. And each speaker has 30 seconds to wrap up speech before time is up. So without further ado, I have essentially 6 topics today, and I would like to call the first volunteer. So without further ado, let's just start. So I'm just going to go with what you have suggested. Today's Saturday, so I'll pick a name that starts with the letter S. So let me just go through the list. Can I have our first speaker, Sheila, to maybe try the table topics? Sheila, would you like to try the table topics?
Yeah, of course. Let's try it.
All right, Sheila, if you could choose a number from 1 to 6 for starts.
1 to 6.
Yeah, choose one number.
I'll try 3.
Number 3. Alrighty. So number 3 is this. Just give me a sec. Can you see my screen?
Yes, it's clear.
All right. Is there anything in your own country, in your own culture or Indonesian culture that you would like to change? Is there anything in your own culture or country that you would like to change culturally? The stage is yours, Sheila.
Okay. Is there anything in our country, Indonesia culture, that I want to change? The one thing that exactly pop up in my head instantly is the culture when you are in Eid Fitri festivities. Like it's the end of the Ramadan and you are moving to the city of your hometown and you meet all the family. We Indonesians are really, really close to each other. I mean, as any other Asian culture, we love to greet, we love to asking everything in order to understand you or just for small chit chats. But if there's anything that I want to change about that small chit chats culture in Indonesia when it comes to Eid Fitri family gatherings or not only with family but also with a neighbor and all the colleagues, I think they should change the culture of asking. If you are single, they will ask you, when will you married? I hope somebody change that culture into asking about other thing like, hey, are you happy? How about your life lately? There's a lot of topics instead of personal things. I mean, and if that doesn't change, I'm actually changing the way I'm answering that. If they're asking, hey Sheila, when will you married? I will answer that with, I want to know it as well. When, yeah? And I think that's one thing that I want to change. That's from me. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sheila. And as an Asian, I can totally relate to you. As you know, Lunar New Year or Chinese New Year has just ended. And in the Chinese culture, or rather in the Singapore Chinese culture, we don't just ask when you're going to get married. We also ask relatives to each other, hey, what school did your son go? Hey, what job did your daughter get? And it gives a lot of very unhealthy competition. And this is one thing I do want to change in Chinese New Year. Instead of asking what job you have, how much money you make, why not just ask, are you happy? I think that's really one thing I want to change about having a Chinese New Year conversation. Are you happy? What makes you inspired? That's more meaningful, to be honest. And thank you for sharing. This topic where I can agree. I think all of us in Asia can agree. This is something that always pops up in any of our family gatherings. Now, let us move on to our second speaker. We have number 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. Can we have the second volunteer, please? Does anyone want to try?
I want to try.
All right. Sorry, I can't. Who is this speaking to? I can't see the screen.
Taufik.
Taufik. All right. Toastmaster Taufik, can you choose a number from 1, 2, 4, 5, or 6?
I want to choose one.
Okay, so here we go. Let me share the screen of question number 1. All right, share with us one time that you experienced a culture shock. Share with us one time that you experienced a culture shock. The stage is yours.
All right. Thank you so much for the questions. Um, I remember back then when I was in junior high, I got a chance to go to Yogyakarta. It's part of Java Island. It's one of the cities in Java Island, and it's my very first time going to Java. I have a competition there, and I'm really excited because Java is known for their gudeg. I would like to try. And then I went to, after arrive from the airport, we went straight to one of the local shop to try some gudeg or local cuisine. And I try it, and it's kind of shock for me because it's too sweet for my tongue. And all of the expectation that I had in my mind, all of it suddenly like, okay, what's that? Like, oh my gosh, it's really totally different cuisine. But it's more about like, right now I love gudeg so much because I try to adjust my tongue and I love it, and I try to find like why Japanese people love gudeg so much. And the things is, it is, we have certain expectations, and of course when we go to somewhere or try it or experience by ourselves, we notice that it's really different from our expectation. And I think I would like to encourage many young people here to experience things that you want to experience, because culture shock is something inevitable, but it is something for us to learn, to adjust ourselves, and to love everybody and their culture. I think that's all for me. Back to you, Mr. Titian.
All right, thank you, Toastmaster Taufik, and in sharing with us the importance of embracing cultural shocks. For me, as a traveler, and as well as working in a multinational company, I mean, I have to deal with cultural differences every day. I have to deal with have to educate my colleagues in London in trying to teach them Asian culture, because in Asia it is not very common for us to be very open and very direct. So especially the Japanese, I deal with the Japanese all the time. It's all about sitting down, having coffee with them, and asking them to give feedback. So sometimes there are definitely cultural experience and cultural differences, and the value here is to try to bridge them and to amalgamate them and to fuse them together, to create better understanding and more synergies. All right. So we have 2 topics answered. Can we have the third?
Right.
Sorry, which Toastmasters that? Sorry.
I'm sorry.
Toastmaster Monn.
Oh, yeah.
Correct?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So Toastmasters Monn, if you could, number 1, and just give me a sec. So number 1 and number
3 already
3
picked.
has been taken. So you
Yeah.
can just choose 2, the other number. What number do you want?
2.
Number 2.
Yes.
All right. Here's the question. This is something that relates to all of us. I'm pretty sure. Some cultures value harmony, and others value direct honesty. Which leads to better wisdom? The stage is yours.
Okay, thank you for the question. Happy morning, fellow Toastmaster and guests. As I came from Bataknes, of course, I tend to direct honesty. And every day, we train ourselves to go direct honesty, but I think sometimes direct honesty is not suitable for other culture. Sometimes we face others, or we need to change our mind, or we need to change our behavior to match to others. So there's no better to harmonize or to um, direct honest. I think it needs to be fusion of these two to make this better in our life, in our society. That's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmasters Monn, and sharing with us that fusion of being direct and being polite, it's very important. And this is also the essence of evaluation, where we have the sandwich method, where we give the good stuff and we give the points of improvement as the direct feedback. And to me, that's the best way, and the best way to fuse both politeness as well as directness. And being direct has the benefits. It helps one to know where exactly to improve, because hey, you don't want to be being indirect in your feedback, because not everyone will know what you're thinking, right? So thank you for sharing this story with us and reminding how politeness and directness can be very beneficial for all of us here. Now we have 3 more topics left. So I think 1, 2, and 3 have been taken. So we have 4, 5, 6 left. So can we have the 4th volunteer? Anyone want to try?
Hey, can a guest can try? Can a guest try?
Guess.
My name is Thomas.
So Thomas. All right. So Thomas, you have 4, 5, and 6. Which number do you feel like choosing?
5.
Number 5. Alrighty. Here's your topic for number 5. So this is your topic. Should one adapt to another culture or stay true to yourself? Should one adapt to another culture or stay true to oneself? The stage is yours, Thomas.
Okay, thank you for having me, and thanks for the question. I would like to say that I prefer to be in the middle ground, because I would like to have a fusion between the two extreme. And imagine I'm the visitor and this is the host culture. I would like to blend in and not to lose my own identity, but I think I'll learn the goodness and absorb the positive values from the culture that I came to. For example, when I met many people in my work, say that some of them are very direct. Some of them are very blunt and honest. I like that. It saves everyone time. I tend to absorb that culture. So not too blunt, but the middle ground. That's the conclusion. Thank you. Back to you.
Thank you, Toastmasters Thomas. And it is very true. I think for all of us here, for me, when I was in exchange in Switzerland, it's a very direct contrast between in Asia and in the West, where there's people that are a bit more private about their lives, it's a bit more direct, and initially it's very difficult for me to really try to adapt to be a bit more westernized. So, but what I think I've learned is I try to amalgamate or to mix the best of both worlds and to stay in the middle ground, just as what Thomas did. So in the end, I am able to navigate between two different cultures and still remain true to myself or where my roots are, which is being a Singaporean Chinese. Now, we have two more topics. So we have, I believe, question 4 and question 6 left. So can we have the next volunteer to try either of these two topics? Anybody? All right, maybe let me just choose one person if that's okay. Can I maybe ask our battle counter Kaffa to try either these topics? Is that okay with you?
All right, I'm done with that.
Okay, so Toastmasters Kaffa, you have question 4 and 6. Choose one number that rings a bell to you.
Maybe question 6. Let's
Question
try
6.
that.
Alrighty. So here's your question. What is one cultural misunderstanding that taught you an important lesson? What is one cultural misunderstanding that taught you an important lesson? The stage is yours.
What's one cultural misunderstanding that taught me one important lesson? I think there isn't that much examples that I can give you, since in my opinion, misunderstanding often comes from people misunderstanding another people. And of course, people are backed by their culture. But I don't often pull back people to their culture. So maybe I'll pull some of my friends that are from other countries. From Vietnam, maybe Vietnam that is living in the US. Of course, he has his own Vietnamese background, but he grows up in the US. He's energetic, yes. He's Americanish. One day, he put it bluntly to me, because we are Indonesian, and when we were playing games, I don't have that much cosmetic as he do. Hey, Kaf, how much do you get in a month? I told him X amount. Damn, that's 1 week of my food money. But one lesson I learned maybe is that we shouldn't limit ourselves to Indonesian jobs. Maybe we should look overseas, find remote jobs, because opportunities are endless. Back to TTM.
Thank you, Toastmasters Kaffa. And very true, is misunderstanding comes from two individuals. It's not really about culture, because you can be someone from a certain race that lives in another culture. So the important point here is really to just understand more to prevent more misunderstandings. All right. I think this should be the last question, because I think we're running out of time, and this last question will make us just on time. So without further ado, can I have the times report for the 5 speakers, please? Time report.
Okay, sure. Uh, I will send it in chat box as well. Okay, for timer report, table topic speakers for Toastmaster Sheila spoke for 1 minute and 51 seconds, and TM Taufik 1 minute and 50 seconds. TM Monn 1 minute and 26 seconds, and Suntos Master Thomas 1 minute and 17 seconds, and Toastmaster Kaffa spoke for 2 minutes and 4 seconds. And congrats, all of you are eligible for voting. Thank you. Back to TTM.
All right. Now, if I could get Toastmaster Kaffa, our ballot counter, to share the screen for the voting page, please.
There, yes, sir. Okay, my screen should be visible. And
Yes.
the voting link is in the chat. Please take your time to vote. Has everyone done their vote?
Yes.
Okay, very nice. Okay, with the voting session done, I think I'll give the control back to Tom.
Thank you, Toastmaster Kaffa. I would like to give a round of applause to Toastmaster Yuan for leading his table topic session. Thank you. And now I believe it's time for photos. Toastmaster Sultan, if you have the tech ready.
Okay, so I'll be taking the photo as the SAA or VPO. Please, everyone, look at their camera. Don't forget. Okay, voting. Okay, taking pictures in 3, 2, 1. All right. Second picture, please share your culture in the post. Okay. Taking picture in 3, 2, 1. Okay. Thank you very much. Voting session is done.
Thank you, Toastmaster Kaffa. I believe now it is time for the evaluation session. And now I would like to give my control back to the general evaluator for today, Toastmaster. Sorry. Hanif.
Okay, thank you so much, our Madam Tom. And happy morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests. My name is Hanif, and today I'm going to be the general evaluator. So what does it mean being a general evaluator? It means that I'm the one who leading the rest of the meeting sessions until the Hall of Fame. So without further ado, let's move on to the evaluation session. I would like to call our first evaluator, Toastmaster Dedeh. Are you ready?
Yes, I am.
All right, the screen is yours.
The icebreaker is the one of the hardest project for all of the people in the Toastmaster because we share who we are to the stranger. And how Toastmaster Sheila shared with us her icebreaker with the title Welcome to Work Jungle. Please give a round of applause for Toastmaster Sheila. I really love the speech from Toastmaster Sheila. This is my first time to see and hear the story from her. I really love how she shared her story, and for his story, I really add this with the three three good points that I really love from this speech. The first, clear and well-structured storyline. As the professional storytelling, Toastmasters Sheila share the first story with flawless until the end. Feel naturally, and I'm as the audience follow and very engaging. And the second, the strong personal story. Behind the struggle when she come to the Bali with the different culture as the Muslim in the Java Island to the Bali Island, it quite challenges. She share what kind of the daily life that she live in there with a lot of the pressure in the work and also in the society. She make it in the full beauty of the story as well. And in this story, I know what kind of the personality that she have. She's very resilient, humble, and fast adaptive person with this story. And I know you from your story. Excellent. This kind of the objective your project. Overall, I think it will be more engaging your story if you can just be more straight to the point. Don't share about the thank you for allowing me to speak and blah blah blah, because this and Toastmaster we adapt the new culture in the Toastmaster, just trying to point what kind of the story and what kind of the message that you want to speak. We are not in the Pidato Indonesia. And the another part, I want to add more to engage the audience more with involving us in your story. With example, what will you do in that situation? Overall, I really love, and I want you to add more your personal stories to struggle and what will you do for the next. Back to our general evaluator.
Okay, thank you very much, Toastmaster Dedeh, for your evaluation. Now, let's move on to the second evaluator, uh, Toastmaster Leony. Toastmaster Leony, are you ready?
Yes, I am.
All right, the screen is yours.
All right, everyone, please send a lot of reaction, heart reaction, all of this beautiful reaction to Toastmaster Tegar's speech today. I would like to congratulate Toastmaster Tegar because he has successfully done this icebreaker project, because we get to know him, and not only that we get to know him, but he's also implementing a basic public speaking structure. The first thing that I really love about his speech was that he uses a transformative storytelling effect. Toastmaster Tegar brought us to his transformative journey from his school year, where he did lots of crazy things, and then he went to tell us a story about his internship in a hotel where he got to meet a positive people and bring him a positive energy as well. And then now he got to join Toastmasters. So there are some journey, a transformative journey, and what it could do to the audience, it infuse hope. So we all could see change is possible. The second thing that I love about Toastmaster Tegar's speech is that he actually knows how to speak and know where the camera position is. Not many new speakers know this, but when you look at the camera, you build connection to the audience, and Toastmaster Tegar actually did this. So congratulations, Toastmaster Tegar. You did really well in your first icebreaker speech. And now I do have some few things in mind so that you can build upon those amazing things you've got. First of all, match the expression. I noticed there was an unmatched facial expression. For instance, when he tell about, I ran to my room and I cried. But his expression is smiling, not crying or sad. So there is a little bit of conflicting message to the audience. Are you happy? Are you not sad? So make sure that when you deliver a content, the audience know that the expression match with the story itself. The second thing that I would like to suggest is to reinforce the core message. I noticed Toastmasters Tegar ended with this, I love this club energy and I love you guys. And by the way, we also love you, Toastmasters Tegar. It was such a sweet and warm closing. If I may suggest, in the end of the speech, reinforce your core message. And your message is about change. Maybe you can say something, this club did not just give me confidence, it gave me courage. Now I can change intentionally, not just overnight. So in summation, I really love the use of transformative storytelling and your awareness of camera position. Two things to keep in mind: match the expression and then reinforce your core message at the end of your speech. I really can't wait for your next speech, Toastmaster Tegar. We are excited to see you grow in this club. Back to you, G.
Okay, thank you very much, Toastmaster Leony, for your meticulous evaluation. Now, let's move on to the third evaluator, Toastmaster Topik. Toastmaster Topik, are you ready?
I'm ready. Thank you.
Okay, the screen is yours.
All right. Wait a minute. Okay. Hi, Toastmaster Faisal. I like your speech because it feels very direct and impactful for me. It's something that really resonates with me, especially because I have had similar experiences or situation working with foreigners in comparable situations. And I would like to say congratulations, Toastmaster Faisal, on completing your project today. There are three things that I really love about your speech. The very first one, I love how you show vulnerability and ask relatable questions at the beginning. And by doing this, you give the audience a clear glimpse of your message and also effectively hook their attentions from the beginning. Second, your use of role playing. You use body language very effectively throughout your speech. For example, you move your body and shoulder naturally when you're having a conversations, and also when you cite of without filter, you form an X sign with your hands. I think it's this. I think this is a universal gesture that clearly communicates something that is not allowed. And third, your use of pauses. Your pauses were well placed and give the audience time to process and also absorb your message. And to further enhance your speech, here are a few suggestions from me. The very first one, I noticed that your tone of voice was consistently calm from the beginning to the end. And during the conflict part of your story, I it would be more engaging if you added a sense of suspense. One way to do this by using a softer volume but a faster pace. And second, try adding more facial expression. The one that I noticed when you show a moment of confusion, you you need to put an appropriate expression there. And by doing that, this will make your storytelling more expressive and also relatable to for many of us. And third, since not all of the audience is Indonesians, it's important to keep your speech inclusive. I noticed you use the phrase basa-basi. It would be better to immediately explain or replace it with English equivalent such as small talk. So, in conclusion, your strengths are asking relatable questions at the beginning, using body language effectively in role play, using pauses to let audience absorb your message, and things to improve. The very first one, add suspense to your vocal delivery. Use more facial expressions when using confusion, the one that I noticed. And last but not least, be mindful of inclusivity by using English or explaining Indonesian term. I think that's all from me, and back to you, Mr. G. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Toastmaster Topik. And now let's move on to the last evaluator, Toastmaster Sonny. Toastmaster Sonny, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, the screen is yours.
Please, everyone, join me to, no, not give applause, but give a hug to Toastmaster Ah-WoD. Comfort him on his broken-hearted. And also give applause to Toastmaster Ah-WoD for delivering the beautiful speech today. Don't worry, Toastmaster Ah-WoD. I also sometimes still stalk my ex. And I agree with you that it makes us human. Toastmaster Ah-WoD, I really like your speech. It was very well built since the beginning, from the question, from the opening to the center. You utilize a lot of humor, a lot of plot twist, and you didn't forget to put the key message on at the end of your speech. Now let's get straight to your project, which is the vocal variety. I noticed that your vocal variety is very well done. You can utilize a high and low to make the emotions flows very well, so that we can not also listen to your story, but also feel what you feel during your speech. I also like how you utilize the role-playing dialogue. You thought you pretended to be your friends and you have a conversation. This is one of the strength points that make your speech even more lively. Congratulations on the well done part on your vocal variety in the speech. Now I can give you some more suggestion to utilize your vocal variety even better. First, try to incorporate more pauses, especially after some important moments. For example, after you realize that, oh, that's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay. Apparently, I am the problem, my friend. Or like, aha, me too. You can give pauses after this to let the audience digest the emotions and react to your speech. The second, try to add more contrast on your vocal variety. A tips that adding a contrast doesn't always have to lower your voice, higher your pitch, or something. But sometimes you can also lower your volume, lower your pitch, and lower your volume. For example, when you say it's okay to be vulnerable, you can try to deliver in a lower pitch like, it's okay to be vulnerable. Or when you say, haha, me too, you can deliver it like, me too. By giving the contrast, you force the audience to pay attention to the important moment and also feel the emotions even stronger. And to add up, I challenge you to improve your blocking so that your dialogue or role playing can be more seen to the audience. Overall, engaging stories, amazing usage of vocal variety, by improving pause and adding contrast, I believe that you can deliver a better speech. Thank you. Back to you, GE.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Sonny, for your evaluation to Toastmaster Ah-WoD. Now, I would like to call our timer, Toastmaster Stefhanie, to deliver the time report. The screen is yours.
Thank you, Mr. GE. My time report of evaluation speakers. Toastmaster Dedeh spoke for 3 minutes and 18 seconds. Toastmaster Leony, 3 minutes and 34 seconds. Toastmaster Taufik, 3 minutes and 3 seconds. And Toastmaster Sonny, 3 minutes and 23 seconds. And sorry for Toastmaster Leony because you are not eligible for voting, but thank you. Overall, most our speakers manage their time well and stay within the required time limits. And yeah, that's for me. Thank you. Back to our Mr. J.
Okay, thank you so much, Toastmaster Stefhanie, for the time report. Now, I would like to call Toastmaster Kaffa for the voting and also QR code.
Okay, in a second, doing a little editing. Okay. My screen should be visible.
Yes.
All right. So that's the QR code, and the link is in the chat. Please use your voting rights. Okay, counting down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Everyone is everyone done? Okay.
Yes.
Back to G.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Kaffa. Now we are going to the general evaluation. First, I would like to call Ah-WoD counter from Toastmaster Monn to deliver the report. Toastmaster Monn, are you ready?
Yes, of course.
Okay, the screen is yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster Hanif. Happy morning, all, fellow Toastmaster and distinguished guests. Wait. As the age and word of the day for today's meeting, throughout the session, I observed of our use of filler words and how we incorporate the word of the day. Overall, I am happy to share that most of our speakers did a good job. I noticed that filler words such as were rarely used, but I did, which shows good preparation and strong awareness of speaking habits. Well done, everyone. However, I observed a few areas of improvement. A few speakers still use filler words quite frequently during their speeches. I understand that this is very normal, especially for a speaker whose English is not our first language and who are expected to speak spontaneously. For improvement, I would like to suggest that instead of using filler words or prolong certain words, we try to use short, silent pauses, a pause that can give us time to think, help us sound more confident, and make our message clearer and more professional. We may also practice thinking in simple sentences and slowing down our speaking pace. Remember, in public speaking, silence is more powerful than filler words. So let's continue to support each other and improve by step by step. Thank you. Back to you, our GE.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Monn, for your precise summary report and also your advice for us to avoid filler words. Now let's move on to the Grammarian, Toastmaster Rena from Eagle TMC. Are you ready, Toastmaster Rena?
Yes, I am ready, GE, and I am sharing my screen. Is it visible?
Yes, it's visible.
Okay, thank you. So, first of all, I would like to say thank you to everyone here because all of you have showcased a proper use of English in this meeting, and thus it also is my duty as a grammarian. And for today's meeting, there are 7 favorite quotes that I got from the speakers, and thanks also to SCBD's club president, Toastmaster Leony, who also provides the quotes right after each prepared speech. So the first one is communication is the key, adaptation is survival. I do agree with this one. And then everything is impossible until it's done. I may not change it overnight, but I'm changing intentionally. Understanding different cultures change the way you interpret someone's intention. And also being vulnerable doesn't mean weakness, it means you are a human. Cultural shock is inevitable. It's an opportunity for us to learn and adjust. And the last one is from our Ah-WoD counter, Toastmaster Monn. This is very beautiful. In public speaking, silence is more powerful than filler words. And other things to improve, I think, because some of our speaker is using the bahasa terms. It is also mentioned before by one of our evaluator, basa basi. I think we can change it into a small talk or chit chat. That was all my report as a grammarian, and back to you, GE.
Okay, thank you so much, our grammarian. Now, this is the time for me as the general evaluator to deliver my report. First, as the general evaluator, I would like to begin by saying that I truly appreciated the warm welcome when I first joined the Zoom meeting. So the reading was not only extended by the welcoming ambassador, but also by several members. It made us feel genuinely received and encouraged to participate in the meeting. Another aspect I truly enjoyed about today's meeting was the people. I discovered that some of our neighbors from outside Indonesia joined us. This beautifully reflected the theme of the day. A thank you to everyone who took the time to attend and be part of this meeting. Furthermore, one part of the meeting I truly enjoyed was the table topics session. So kudos to TM Yuan Bin. Your questions were highly engaging and very well aligned with our team. I also appreciate how you thoughtfully responded to each table topic speaker, making the session feel interactive and supportive. And now I would like to say kudos for my team. Start from the timer, Ah-WoD, and also Grammarian. You also deliver your report and also did your duty very well. Now, what can we improve to make meetings better in the future? The first one, regarding the starting time. Based on the agenda, we began later than scheduled. I observed that at 10:05, it was already time for the Toastmasters of the meeting, yet we were still in the president's opening remarks. So this delay eventually affected the subsequent sessions. Perhaps this happened because it was our first time holding the meeting at a different time than usual. Another area that could further enhance the quality of our meeting in the future is the opening by our Toastmasters of the meeting. Perhaps you could briefly elaborate on the meaning of the theme of the day. For example, you might say something like this. And you know, today's meeting truly reflects our theme, as it takes place after several significant cultural moments this month, from Chinese New Year to the holy month of Ramadan. So these differences in the culture are not meant to divide us, but to strengthen our mutual respect and understanding. A short connection like that can help frame the meeting and reinforce the theme more clearly. I think that's all from me. Now I would like to call our ballot counter to announce three most prepared. Our ballot counter, Toastmaster Kaffa, the screen is yours.
Alrighty. So, the Hall of Fame. Let's start from the best prepared speaker. Drum rolls, please. TM Sheila. Are you there?
Congratulations, TM Sheila.
Congratulations, Sheila.
Congratulations.
Thank you, thank you. Oh my God, didn't expect that. Thank you.
Hold on, let me take picture.
Okay, yeah. Thank you, TM Sonny.
Okay, Toastmaster Sheila, give your best smile in 3, 2, 1. Okay. Thank you.
you. Thank you.
Okay, moving on to the next. Best table topics speaker. Drum roll, please. Drum roll!
Could we have many
Dedeh.
more, maybe?
Yeah, Sheila again. Let's go.
Congratulations.
Okay, thank you guys. Oh my god.
Congratulations.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Hold on,
Thank you. Thank you.
let me take another picture. Hold on, sorry. Hold on. Okay, Toastmaster Sheila, prepare your best smile in 3, 2, 1. One more. 3, 2, 1. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Best prepared and impromptu speaker. Amazing. On to the next. Best evaluator. Another drum roll, please. Hey, what? Okay, I forgot. I forgot to change that one. Oh my god. Ah.
You can unshare your camera.
Yeah,
Sorry, you can unshare the screen.
It's Shocky again.
Okay. It's TM Sonny. Same with us.
Yay!
Congratulations, Toastmaster Sonny.
Thank you.
And Mr. VP.
Hold on, should I take photos of myself? Wait a minute.
I can take a picture of you.
Okay.
Okay, in 3, in 2. Got it.
Thank you.
All right, I think that's all right. Yeah, that's all from the Hall of Fame. Congratulations for the winners. And I'll be giving the control back to Tom.
Thank you, Toastmaster Kaffa. That was a great meeting today. And as a guest, well, let's first give a round of applause to all the winners for today. And today was a reminder to me how different cultures, we need to respect different cultures. And as today, we have people from all over the world gathered together. And it reminds me that we should, before we say anything, before we say our own opinions, we should first think of the other person on the other side of the screen, whether what culture they come from. Are they Asian? Are they American or whatever? We should first think of that and then say whatever we are supposed to say. And that was a great meeting. Thank you all for attending. And I would like to call the meeting adjourned. And I would like to hand my control back to Toastmaster Leony.
And I would like to hand the control to our PPO, Kaffa.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, back. I hope everyone isn't bored with my voice. So, SAA Spotlight, I'm going to give you a summary of the vibe of the meeting. To summarize, I'll give you one word. It's propitious. It's giving or indicating a good chance of success. Because how supportive this meeting has went. And of course, at Toastmaster, we believe in providing supportive environment to find our voices. Guest Thomas Edwin Santosa, did anything you saw today surprise you or inspire you to work on your own public speaking?
Oh, I love this meeting and thank you for all. I'm looking forward to grow with you all.
Any speeches that inspires you or maybe table topics?
The one from Sheila, I guess. Yeah.
Could you
elaborate? Yeah.
Could you pinpoint which part of the story that?
Yeah, the delivery is very good. The pronunciation and the flowing, I love that very well.
And how would you incorporate the positive to your own public speaking, maybe?
Yeah, I get some points from the evaluator as well. I'll reduce my pauses, my filler words, and so on, and also the characterization of my face and so on.
I feel you on that. And I do notice you don't use that much filler word and use pauses. That's very good.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for your time. And I think, should we close the meeting and continue to the, no, not meeting adjourn? Club announcement?
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
Give it to me.
I'll give the control to our Madam President, TM Leony.
All right, thank you, our Vice President of Organizing, Toastmaster Kaffa, who led a propitious, okay, that's such a good word. I can't even say it right. Propitious session of SAA Spotlight. And now, before we end our meeting, I would like to give a little bit of announcement, okay? So, let me just share my screen first. Where it is. Okay, present. The first thing that I would like to announce would be our first time role takers for today. Our icebreaker speaker, Toastmaster Sheila, Toastmaster Tegar, and then our general evaluator, Toastmaster Hanif, and our first timer Ballot counter, also Toastmaster Kaffa. You probably didn't notice all of them are doing a really good job as a first time role takers, right? Please give them a round of applause, everyone. Okay. And yeah, this is what you can do in Toastmasters. When you join Toastmasters, you can be a role takers. We can take turns to become a role takers and also learn from that roles as well. Okay, congratulations everyone. Now for the next meeting. We're still going to have our meeting on Saturday, February 28th, with the theme meeting, Be Patient. Okay, this is what a tricky theme, Mr. VBE. Be patient at 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Join us at Zoom next week, okay? And of course, if you want to know more about Toastmasters, you can also contact our Vice President of Membership, Toastmaster Sultan. Give him a text on WhatsApp, and you may ask anything about SCBD Toastmasters Club or Toastmasters in general. And next, I just want to say thank you everyone for visiting Toastmaster Rena, Toastmaster Juhe, Toastmaster Yuan Bin, Toastmaster Monn, Toastmaster Stefhanie. Thank you everyone for supporting this club meeting. Thank you for SCBD Toastmasters club members who are participating in your own club meetings and supporting. And also to all of our guests as well. You are very welcome to visit us next. Okay, now with the power vested in me, I would like to officially adjourn this meeting by saying happy morning.
Happy morning.
Happy
Happy
morning.
morning.
Thank you,
And for those of you who
SCBD.
want to stay
Okay,
and have a chit chat, please do so. If you want to go somewhere else, you can do so as well.
end meeting, right?
Yes, and meeting and recording.
Oh yeah, and recording, not meeting. Oh my god.
Yeah, don't end the meeting. You can